4 reasons college pitchers don't end up turning pro. Number 1, they don't throw enough strikes. At the college level, plate discipline is pretty good. It gets exceptionally good in pro ball. So if you're walking 4, 5, 6 batters every start, or if you're walking more than 4.5 batters per 9 innings in general, your command's not that great, and they're going to project that it's probably going to get worse. So if you're kind of borderline on your stuff and your command is in that 4+ walks per 9 inning category, you're probably going to get passed over. Number 2, velocity. Look, I'm not a person who's obsessed with velocity. I think pitchability and all these other factors are a really important and special part of being a pitcher. But look, the reality is in the major leagues, the average is above 92 now. So if you want to have a realistic chance of being a major leaguer, especially now that the MLB draft has gotten much, much smaller, it's not 50 rounds anymore, right? They're going to be a lot more selective. They're going to pick pitchers who at least throw that sort of like major league average on, most of the time. And they can see, hopefully will add a couple ticks as they continue to fill out, because you continue to fill out into your 20s. So velocity is a big reason. If you're only in the upper 80s, you're probably not going to make that jump from college pitcher into pro pitcher. Number 3, you don't perform well enough in college. Look, if you have a 5 ERA or a 6 ERA in college, why would they think you're going to be able to get pro hitters out who are like basically now you're facing the 3 and 4 hitter every single time you go out there? So look, they're definitely projecting, right? If you throw 97 miles per hour and your numbers aren't that good because you're kind of wild and still figuring things out, sure, players like that do get drafted. But in general, if you're like a weekend starter and you're pitch into a 5.5 ERA, they've got a lot of data to go on that says, if you can't get college hitters out, you're probably not going to get pro guys out. So stats do matter, and you still need to be a dominant pitcher at pretty much every level to then move on to the next one. And number 4, you're not tall or projectable enough. Again, if you're a college pitcher, they're expecting you to be much more honed and sort of like pro ready because you're now 21 or 22 when they're considering drafting you. So they want to see a pretty finished product. However, they still want to see some amount of projectability, things that they can say, okay, when we get him in our organization with our strength training, our arm care, our developmental program, our coaching, we think this kid could be, instead of 93 to 95, 95 to 97. And that gets scouts excited to think they can get someone who isn't as good as they want today, but they're going to be able to project and see, yeah, this kid's going to develop into their mid to late 20s. So projectability is a big part of making that jump from college into pro ball.